Hey, what's up, guys? I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, you know what? I just did that WiiU store, browsing through the eShop of the store. But that's because I did that because the eShop is shutting down in 2023, and I just kind of wanted to get a good look of it, a good archive, a good video archive of the eShop, just put up on my channel, on my second channel, just to have it up there. Well, today I wanted to do the same thing with the Xbox 360. Now, unlike the Wii U, I actually have a lot of memories with the Xbox 360. It's actually my very first console I ever bought, so to me, this holds a lot of sentimental value as a console. And I know one day Microsoft is going to stop showing support for it, as they've already doing. And I know one day Microsoft is going to stop showing support for it. They're already doing that in little ways. Some we'll get into during this video as we're browsing the game shop. But yeah, I don't know. With that introduction out of the way, I just wanted to get into it. Now, the 360 looks very streamlined nowadays, and this is pretty much the store right here. Now, this looks a lot smaller than what the store actually was. If we go to browse games, for example, we'll have tabs up here: featured, arcade, and on demand. Now, there's a problem with this, and this goes back to the part of the where I was saying that Microsoft is slowly showing, they're slowly unsupporting the Xbox 360, is that there is a whole tab on here that is missing. Yes, I am of course referring to the indie tab. If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, back then on Xbox 360, I don't know what it evolved into. There was these things right here: epoxy, avatar, whatever that word is. I have some more on here. Give me a sec. Or some of them will have this, like the co-op zombie game, Uncraft 'em All, White Noise Online, the Dogs game, Super Amazing Wagon Adventure. These were all games that were made by independent people. I made a game with zombies in it. That's actually one of my all-time favorite indie games. So the creator of I Made a Game with Zombies in It, hell yeah, you're awesome. But Xbox and Microsoft got rid of the indie tab, so we can't unfortunately look at the indie games. And I don't know if any of the indie games, besides what people have on their 360s when they bought them, were preserved. So unfortunately, I won't be able to look at those. However, though, we do have 3 other tabs: featured, arcade, and on demand. It seems like they were advertising, and probably will forever be advertising, these games over here, the Call of Duty games. So, here they all are, all the Call of Duty games. The store, I really did like that it was all very streamlined. They just gave you the alphabet right here. What game are you looking for? My game starts with an S. Well, here's the S's. And it's really cool because they gave you a picture of all the box art, and they just let you scroll through it. And there's even some Xbox original games on here too, because Microsoft is really big into backwards compatibility when they feel it's necessary. I think there was only a total of like 400. No. I think there's only a total of like 400 games, maybe 600 games that are actually backwards compatible on the Xbox One and Series X, but I'm not sure. But seeing all these original Xbox games, like, God, all these Star Wars games, all the original Xbox games, I didn't even know that were on here to buy, especially Knights of the Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic 2. Wow, I didn't realize. We have come a long way since Xbox first started on this. Like, I'll give you an example. If we go to the C's, if it's here, I don't know if it's going to be here first. Let's go through it. Let's go. Right there. Conquer Live and Reloaded. For the longest time, I have owned Conquer Live and Reloaded since I bought my Xbox 360 all the way back in 2012. I have had a copy of Conquer Live and Reloaded, and not was it until recently, a couple years, did they decide to make it backwards compatible and put it on the store. Conquer Live and Reloaded wasn't even on Rare Replay when they announced it. I don't understand what took them so long to make this game right here backwards compatible. It actually kind of frustrates me because I went out and bought myself an original Xbox just so I could play Conquer Live and Reloaded. And here it is. They made it free with gold for a month, so I snagged that up. And I still have 3 copies of the damn game physically, so it's not going anywhere. The Crash games, that's cool. Wrath of Cortex is on here, but I guess they just didn't decide they wanted to put Twin Sanity on here. Huh, that had an Xbox release. No reason why it couldn't have been on here. Let's go to the A's. Check out the A's. Aliens vs. Predator. This is a great game, a great PvP type game. I honestly wish the servers were still online. I'd love to play this again sometime. The only thing I did not like about it, and it's $5, wow. The only thing I did not like about it was that when you played the multiplayer, it switched you out. So, like, you got to be the Predator one time, you got to be the Marine the other time, and you got to be the Alien, or however ordered they had it in. So you couldn't be just one, character. You had to switch, and I didn't really like that, but, whatever. The Batman games, of course, these two were staples. In fact, everyone wouldn't shut the hell up about Arkham City when that one came out. And it's the only one of these Arkham games that I actually own, so if that says anything, I don't know why they gave it a 4-star and Arkham Asylum got a 4.5. That's weird. I thought City was better than Asylum, but I guess I was wrong. I mean, honestly, it's really just cool to see all of these games, like, just all on the line right here. They give you what they are. Sure, nowadays they have it a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie, right? It's way better now, but I don't know. It's just always exciting to me when I had a little bit of money and I was able to jump onto the Xbox Live store. Now, mind you, it was nowhere near of the games that they have on now. There's so many licensed titles on here that would never have came to the online store back in the day. It's so crazy with how loose companies have actually gotten. Like I said, with Conquer Live and Reloaded. For some reason, Microsoft just felt the need to never put that on the Xbox Live store. Even though I think it would have sold decently well if they didn't make it free with gold first. Years later, when they made original Xbox games backwards compatible with the Series X. So obviously there's a lot of games here. We look at a lot at some on-demand games, check out some arcade games. A big part of Xbox Live was Xbox Live Arcade. It's where a lot of, not indie developers, but not full-blown developers, I think. They would come on here and put arcade style or just whatever, like this arcade game right here, but it's just Sega Genesis Alter Beast. We just got Alter Beast. Oh, speaking of that, I wonder if the classic Sonic games are on here, because they delisted those on Xbox One because of Origins. But I wonder if the original games, they're not on here. They took them off. They took them off of the original 360 store as well. That's so crazy. So there's another thing where they're dropping support right there. The fact that Sega would go after the Xbox 360 store, that's kind of weird, don't you think? That you would go 3 generations back to make sure that Sonic 1, 2, and 3 cannot be sold the way they were originally sold. Pac-Man, great stuff, great stuff. I like how these Avatar games are still on here. Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds, that's a fantastic game. Oh, Phantasy Star 2, that's cool. See, I like that the newer stores classify like classics or modern games and stuff like that. They have a section for them all. Not here. Arcade games were fucking like Genesis or Super Nintendo games. They just blended in with shit like Limbo, the same area. There's a lot of cool stuff on this store. And I don't know when they'll shut this down, but if you get a chance, definitely look through it. Some of these games you can only buy on 360, and a lot of them are like this one right here, Deadliest Warriors Battleground. I'm not sure why you would want this, but hey, there's a reason to own it on 360 because it's the only way you can get it. Not Xbox One backwards compatible, like Death Tank or Death Spank. Stuff like that. It's you could be missing out on some things. Double Dragon 2. This got 2 stars. Why did this get 2 stars? And also, you could definitely tell that it's not going to be backwards compatible. See, it's games like this you'd expect to be delisted. So, hey, if that's something for you, go ahead. The Simpsons arcade game actually used to be on here as well. Duke Nukem 3D, huh? Not backwards compatible. Look at that. Yeah, the Simpsons arcade game used to be on here. That and I think the Turtles game too. Let's check out the new releases. What is the absolute new release? Oh boy. Man, doesn't that just make you feel old? That Rock of Ages, DuckTales remastered, Castle of Illusion remastered. Those were the fucking newest games. I don't even know what Rock of Ages is, but let me see if I can try to find a date on here. Because it can't be no later than 2013, 2014. Well, that makes me wonder, what's the newest release for On Demand? Dead Island Riptide. Oh my god. Revelations, that's nice. These were the newest games, huh? This is also pretty good. You go to new releases, they give you the top 100 games that were Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. Jesus, so it had to have been 2015. Most of these had to have been. 2018. Holy shit, Just Dance. Wow. Okay, cool. New releases. It's just it's so crazy that, man, I remember when all of these games were coming out and now they're just figments of the past, they're just there. It's just crazy at the time that Xbox 360 was on top of the world. Featured Borderlands 2. Jesus. Borderlands 2, man. Wow. Still $20. All right. Oh, and $30 for the season pass. Wow. So you're still about paying full price for that. Free to play. What are some free to play Xbox 360 games? Happy Wars. Is anyone even still playing Happy Wars? I would love to get back into a game to play Happy Wars. That was the shit growing up. It was just a bunch of fun times. What's the most popular arcade games? Of course. Why did I think it would be anything else? Minecraft. And apparently pinball was right behind it. Which, I mean, it is pinball. Wow, Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium Duels? Why is that not backwards compatible? It's probably a bad one. Bad Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. I don't know. I never really got into the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games as I grew up. I played the card game a little bit growing up, but yeah, Call of Duty Classic, nice. Yo, what? What? This made it to 360? Wait, what? Alright. If you're not understanding why I'm going like, what? Like all that, is that this is a PS Vita 3DS game. And apparently it got a Xbox 360 arcade release? I've never heard of that. I wonder how many people know about that. That's so crazy. Banjo-Kazooie, nice. Sonic Adventure. Love me my Sonics. So that makes me think, if they make a Adventure remakes, wow, Mighty Number 9, that released on the Xbox 360? I know they said that was going to be, released on it, but I just didn't expect it to come out on 360. Small Arms. Oh, do y'all remember Small Arms? Oh, dude, this was a, Smash Brothers, beat 'em up game, but you were all these, little guys with guns. I was the panda with the machine gun a lot. Yeah, oh, Smarms. That was a fun one. Rayman 3, really? Huh. I wonder why Rayman 3 got downloaded, and yeah, I wonder why Rayman 3 got downloaded over Rayman 2, the one that everyone claims is the best. Is Rayman 2 just not on here, and they only ported Rayman 3? I don't know. That's another thing you could do. You could look for the games on here, and this weird ass shit. So, oh yeah, because Xbox went with Bang, and this is not acceptable. Sure, you could use the sticks right over here to help you, but I mean, after all said and done, it's really just nothing. You could still get movies on here? Yeah, I guess they only released Rayman 3. I love that I typed in Rayman and I got nothing but Batman. That's funny. The Spider-Man game still on here? I wonder. Let's find out together. Yeah, I just don't see how this is helpful. Alright, let's see what Spider-Man games are on here, because I didn't really see any. Okay, Spider-Man 3 on 360. It's delisted. Can't grab it. Nice. So, it looks like to me, every Spider-Man game got delisted. And that's why I guess they are becoming extremely hard to find. So, isn't that fun? I guess we could end this off with going through the games that I own on my 360. I mean, we were already browsing the store for games, so I figured I would just, give these games off. Just go through them real quickly. Epoch-Z. This is the Xbox indie version of DayZ. It is not as polished or as fun as DayZ, but there was some merit. Me and my buddy, we set our TVs next to each other and hooked our Xbox 360s up and did play this online together one time. And after you kind of figure out you do everything, it ends. Like, there's nothing to do besides survive after that, but that gets real boring after a while. So, yeah. This game right here, Avatar Darianson, I forgive me for pronouncing that wrong. This was an Avatar, like, ninja game. In fact, the ninja part up there is the only reason why we got this, because you could do Naruto stuff. And I think there was a Dragon Ball stuff you could do as well. Battle Block Theater, classic arcade game. I love the Behemoths games, and this one was no exception. When this came out, me and my buddy, a different friend, we just dived head deep into it, tried to get everything we could on it. I think he got further than me. I only got 25 out of the 30 achievements unlocked, but I definitely think he got like 27, 28 of them. So, yeah. I mean, Battlefield 3, Borderlands, I really feel like I don't need to say anything. Good games. Cars 2, that was free, but it's actually a pretty decent racing game, and I was actually really surprised. I think all the Cars games are actually pretty decent racing games. The Castlevania, Lord of the Shadows, they're cool. It was free, so that's how I got it. Lord of the Shadows, Mirror of Fate, another free one. Never played these two, but I did play the first one. It's pretty good. I couldn't find Black Ops 2 anywhere physically for 360, so I buckled down and bought it. Crysis 3, Dark Souls, Dead Space, Dead Island, Deadfall Avengers, the Dead Rising 2 Case West, pretty cool. Destroy All Humans, Epic Mickey 2, Dust. This is a really fun arcade game. It's all hand drawn, and it's actually just really cool. It's a really nice, like, Metroidvania type game. Play it if you get a chance. Moving over. Oh, now I made a game with zombies in it. The title is now finally showing. Hectic HD, Happy Wars, Oh yeah, when they made Lego Star Wars free with gold. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mega Man 10. The Blue Bombers return back to the 2D pixelated style with Mega Man 9 and Mega Man 10. 9 was a bit too hard for me, so I settled with buying Mega Man 10, which was the easy one. And yes, I know it was easy. But I bought it and I still enjoyed it, and I can get through it pretty relatively quick, but I don't think that's really a challenge. Minecraft, that speaks for everyone, you know? I mean, Minecraft is Minecraft. I actually made a couple videos on that. Naughty Bear, a great stealth game. Like I said, Phantom Breakers, great hack and slash. I really wanted more Scott Pilgrim versus the World style gameplay, and that's when I found Phantom Breakers Battlegrounds. And my friend, who is not really into anime that much, was immediately turned off by the style, but when he started playing it, it was essentially more of the Scott Pilgrim goodness, and we fell into that, and I've beaten it like 3 times. The Resident Evil games got these because I bought Resident Evil 6 Archives. I don't regret that. Came with all 3. Generations. This is a great Sonic game. Scott Pilgrim, great. '06. Now, when they relisted this on the Xbox 360 store, only on the Xbox 360 store, that means no Xbox One's backwards compatibility, no Sonic Generations and Unleashed 4K 60 frame treatment, nothing, which honestly I think Sonic 06 probably would have benefited from. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the original arcade version. Now, you can't get this anymore. It is delisted. They did that for Sonic Origins, unfortunately. Battlefront 1, 2, and Starfighter, these were all free with gold. They also had Jedi Academy, but I didn't have gold at the time, so I missed out on it. And what's actually cool about Battlefront 2 is if you play it on an Xbox One or a Series X, it comes in a higher resolution, better graphics, and they have every single DLC added to the game. I don't know if the servers are online for that or back up, but hey. Super Amazing Wagon Adventure. Fantastic. It's a parody of Oregon Trail, but it's pretty good. If you can get a hold of this and experience it, I definitely recommend it. State of Decay. Now, this was a really fun zombie game. I was blown away when I first played it. I just played the demo and I just sunk hours into hours into hours into it. In fact, I even, we were in the year 2022 now, but I always looked up how to skip the tutorial and just get straight into the game. And I remember somebody having a tutorial up on how to do that, and I was able to leave the camp and explore the rest of the game without paying for it. Oh, the beauty of just doing that on Xbox Live back in the day, It's pretty cool. I mean, and that pretty much wraps them up. On Craft 'em All, what this game is I was a teenager and was looking for those types of games on Xbox. No shame. And I never found them, but I did find that. So, it's a decent puzzle game. It is what it is. White Noise Online, that is fantastic. That is like the Slender for Xbox before Slender Arrival came onto the store. And this game's okay, I guess. It was like Minecraft zombie thing, but it was just not all there. And I guess to wrap this up, we'll just the hub right here. So this is normally, they would advertise new games coming out. And I guess they just never dropped the Modern Warfare 3 thing, even though Black Ops 2 came after, Ghost, Advanced Warfare, we're all on 360, and Black Ops 3. We're all on 360, but yet Modern Warfare 3 is still the one that is being represented. And you know what? I actually liked Modern Warfare 3. But, that's neither here nor there. I want to see how much this is still costing. $15. Yeah, that's okay. $15 for that game, I say that's okay. If the online multiplayer is still good, that could have been fine, but yeah. Well, guys, that was just a quick look at the store. A lot of these things are just going to be gone within, it's only a matter of time that these things are going to be gone and they're going to disappear. one of the things I wish people could do, and I could see how it was like the Sega channel for the Genesis. I would love just to see what browsing that was at the time, downloading it and booting up games, and you really don't get to see that anymore. So with consoles like the 360, well, sure, you'll always see the home and stuff like that, and you'll see probably avatars, maybe if you have an internet connection. But the store, you might not ever be able to be allowed to get back on it. And that's a shame, because the Xbox 360 is a part of my childhood. And it's gonna suck when it dies, but I mean, it's not like I play my 360 anymore. In fact, when I got the Xbox One, the 360 pretty much went in the closet. But it is still just cool to hop on here, get this old feeling again, and just seeing everything. Well, guys, that is going to wrap this video up. Let me know, did you browse the store or anything like that on the 360? Do you have any games on the 360? Are you some of the ones who bought games and then found out that they got delisted? Like the Sonic 2 I have. Who knows? But thank you guys for joining me on this journey. If you sat through all of this, it's just something I just wanted to sit down, chill out, and do. I had the 360 out, and I had it up and about, and I was like, I'm going to tackle the store. So, yeah. I'll see you guys later.